Yo, yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 111 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us on the show, the whole gang's back together. Finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Howdy, howdy.
The man behind the Pouffet Poussey, Geotrix.
What's up, guys?
Alrighty, so 111.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been all the ones. What's new? What's 111ing?
Well, should I start off from what I was mentioning before we started recording?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a spoiler alert.
Yeah. So that would be a good start, wouldn't it?
No, it's interesting.
Right.
I hadn't been looking for this, so that's good news.
Well, neither have I, right? Before I mention what I'm about to say. It was brought to my attention
Build it up.
Yeah, it was brought to my attention by Sean NFT and Knight Mick from Hive Australia.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're like, hey, have you seen the markets on the Curtis Legion? I'm like, yeah. No, I was like, I haven't looked at anything in a long time. He's like, go have a look. I have a look, and there's like hardly anything there compared to what there were like even like a month ago. Right?
No,
and
I'll have to buy something because I've just about used all of my packs up opening them.
well, open up more because now that the changes are there's no level cap limits for any of the leagues. So it's just like it's just like free for all on level. It's like whoever has the highest level, and if you're playing in bronze, then you can just play if you wanted to. You can have a maxed out deck and just like smashing bronze if you wanted to, although it makes no sense, but you could do that. Yeah, so with that in place, now that people who've only maxed their cards out for bronze, for silver, for gold, and there's no more limits on that for the requirements, so that everyone's just buying up cards to combine to play, to strengthen themselves wherever they wish to play in whatever league.
So you're actually talking about Chaos Legion cards, not the Chaos Legion packs.
No, I'm talking about cards on the market, not packs. But sooner or later, the packs will reflect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tribal decks open, and the packs are 898998 at the moment, so just scratching on 90 cents.
Yeah.
So is that why I can't open tribal decks? Because you've got it open. It's just loading.
Really?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
And SPS is 251 at the moment.
Yeah, everything's been on a bit of a climb up, hasn't it?
Yeah. A bit of a Bitcoin hike will sort of rouse the troops up again. It's like a trumpet. All the dead sort of come out of their graves, and it's like, oh. Yeah.
I think a lot of people at this point would be thinking, well, I'll start moving out of Bitcoin when it hits 70 or 75, right? And that's when I move into alts. So I kind of feel like we're not at alt season yet. We're still in Bitcoin season. But that said, somebody made a really interesting point on Twitter. They said the whole ETF thing, a lot of people don't realize, yes, okay, super funds and the like, or 401ks in America can buy Bitcoin now through ETFs. But there's a lot of financial advisors have a rule, either a regulation or a personal rule, that you don't recommend an ETF to your clients for the first 3 months, just to get rid of any teething pains, get it stabilized. And so he's saying basically within another week or two, as we get closer to the halving, a lot of those 3 month limits, or some of them are 4 month limits, they'll expire. And then there's potentially a lot more in superannuation money, retirement money that can move in at that point. But it's been pretty consistently, the price has moved up about $2,000 a week since the ETF. If you plot it on a chart, since the ETF announcement. So if that continues, then it could get really, really interesting for the rest of 2024.
And it was interesting because at the actual time of the release, there was a big drop. Everything dropped, and it was, whoa, that's not what I was expecting. But yeah, it's sort of maybe people were pulling out stuff in anticipation of something going wrong.
I think it was a seldom news event, right? Like after something good, is announced, things sometimes go down.
Yeah. So Tribal Deck still won't open for me. I don't know what's
It's
going
opening
on.
for me, man.
Okay, it must be
Yeah,
my internet
good.
here then. So maybe I'm maxing it out with Zoom. Yeah. So any recent purchases? I've run my Chaos Legion packs, so almost down to zero. So I will need to top that up at some point.
Yeah, I've bought a couple of hundred Chaos Legion packs, I think, over the last month or so. I mean, at these kind of prices, you can't turn that down.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's a lot of people still living in that future where there's an oversupply of Chaos Legion cards, and as as Gio's just pointed out, that's absolutely not the case. And I think, again, I'll reiterate, I have so many empty land plots that I'm not going to ever look at a Chaos Legion pack and say, wow, I'm really disappointed that I wasted 90 cents on this. So
You just said land. I
yeah,
haven't harvested for a while. I bet everything's maxed out. Let me check. Yep, capacity 100. All right, so let's harvest and let everyone watch me find a legendary totem fragment. All right, so this is my just the one plot region. All right, so nothing there. Kithton, which is my research, 100% harvest. I actually did check the other day. It was day 5, and it was like 81% or something. I thought, it's okay. I'll do it in a couple of days, and then of course completely forgot all about it again. All right, so here's the last chance for the. This is 3 plots worth here. We want a legendary totem fragment. I've got 1 epic, 1 rare. No, 1 common and 1 rare. So it's time for a nothing. Damn. Okay, which one of you two jinxed me?
Well, I haven't got any, so yeah, there's that.
I think your Mexican internet there that won't let you on tribal decks might be the problem.
Let's just blame,
internet.
Yeah, it's having a fiesta.
Where I am actually, there's a choice of 2 networks to choose from. And I was talking to Gio the other day because every time I tried to open Splinterlands, it would just be like loading, and I'd have to refresh 3-4 times.
Yeah.
And I was saying, you're having problems with the Splinterlands site? It's like, no, it's working fine for me. So I switched to the other network and it's working fine. So yeah,
Try
it's a bit.
B-Swap.
I've been using B-Swap lately, swapping backwards and forwards and using the convert feature between Hive and Swap Hive.
Nice.
And Eco Instant got me onto BXT, which is the B-Swap coin. And staking B-Swap coin, the BXT, you get a dividend, a yield from the fees that B-Swap make. And there's a certain level, like I'm under the level where it's a significant increase, but I'm not far off. So I might get a few more BXT as well.
Cool.
But like at the moment, every day I get a little drip feed of Hive straight into my Hive wallet from BXT, from staking BXT, which is the B-Swap coin. So yeah, that's something you might want to have a look at. BXT.
Cool.
Yeah. I've got 1 Chaos Legion pack, so I might as well open it, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I only got 1. So, and that way I'll just buy a nice round even 10 rather than having to buy 9.
100%.
All right. So let's see if I have better luck with the Chaos Legion pack than I had with my harvest. Alrighty.
Good luck.
Oh, I've got a rare and 2 epics.
Can't go wrong. Hopefully it's a gold foil epic because those goes, I don't know, they go for a bit.
Yes,
Oh man,
Wow.
that's a pack. That's
that's a
a
pack.
pack. Yeah.
Well, that pack I shared the other day, again, I only opened one pack and it was like there was 2 legendaries in it. So
Damn.
yeah,
For a single pack, man, you can't go wrong.
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a good pack.
Well done, Bob. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking in Mabs the other day, and I realised that somebody shared that they'd maxed their Iziar, and I had a look, and I've only got 2 BCX of Iziar, and I get it. I'm not botting, right? So
Yeah.
you've got to wear the fact that you're going to make fewer chests if you're not botting. But I looked at my gladiator cards, and I have yet to pull a single Tatiana blade, the legendary, and I'm like, I know I talk about Quora, but I hadn't even noticed that there's a legendary I've not even pulled a single BCX of. And it's like, if I haven't even started yet, how long until I can max it? Like, how is that even going to happen? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember when Aggie was talking about, oh, this, you will start doing this and it'll take you 4 or 5 years. And I'm thinking, it's not going to take me. It's like, well, maybe it will take me. Maybe I'll go 3 years before I can pull a single Tatiana. So, when I do, we'll welcome her with open arms. We'll put the banners up, say, welcome Tatiana, welcome home. But until then, yeah, I pulled a Marisol Contuma and another Gorth, but no more Quoras yet. So the Quora famine continues, and I keep getting wrecked by Quoras who have immunity, and it's driving me insane.
Yeah. Actually, what's after immunity with Cora? Let's have a look. Dispel. Okay.
Well, that's
Which is
good.
another insanely good ability.
Yeah. Oh, not till level 5. You don't get another ability at level 4. So you get immunity at level 3, and level 4, you just get an extra life. Then you get dispel at level 5. So
Yeah. The thing about 1 extra life is, say, if you bring her in with Llama and he gives her +2, that going from 12 base health to 13 base health means that Llama gets her from 14 to 15. And 15 is where you're healing yourself by 5 every round instead of 4.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's actually, like, it doesn't seem like much, but combined with the +2 from the Llama, if you're doing a Llama or a last stand deal,
That's heaps.
now the other guy has to bring in weakness to stop you from healing for 5 each round.
Yeah.
And you can't be afflicted out of that or stunned out of that because you've got immunity, right? So she's an absolute monster. I got no idea why she's an epic, but here we are.
Yeah. And you're always having a go at Gio and I about rubbing it in with the Coras, and here you are dropping the llama again because everyone's got a llama and a cube. But
Yeah. Stuff. Look, by all means, envy me for stuff you can buy because I can just buy that. Because, but yeah, no, I'll envy you lot for stuff you can't buy. But yeah,
yeah.
we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. In the meantime, people get to enjoy beating me because I don't have it. So I'm not gonna cry poor and I'm the whipping boy of Splinterlands. It's a minor aggravation and otherwise fantastic experience.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got any more rebellion packs or cards yet, Gio? I think last couple of episodes you've been dipping into the rebellion pool.
Yeah. Look, I bought like 5 more packs maybe a week or 2 ago, but I didn't get anything noteworthy. So it's all right. I'll just keep trying. You know. Yeah.
So you're still just spreading them across your bronze accounts?
Yeah, but with the changes, it's like, that whole like spread out wide thing probably isn't going to cut it, right? If you want strong decks, it'll cause a lot more people to combine into fewer decks,
Yeah,
which
no,
I like.
what I meant though is that because
Right.
the cards you've got aren't good enough for silver. So
Yeah.
yeah,
For the moment, yeah. So I'll just leave them in at bronze, yeah.
yeah,
So that's what I'm doing. So I have two accounts that are playing at bronze, and obviously my main right now is in diamond. But yeah, for the packs that I open, I spread them across equally. Like the gold foils go to one account, and the regular just stay
yeah.
on another.
Yeah, with the Rift Watchers, I've got a couple of legendaries on Boba Fett because even though they're only one BCX, they're good enough to be playing in gold, the
100%.
legendaries. But
They are.
all the others, they're I think I've got one or two cards that are on my silver account, but
Yeah.
the rest are all bronze. And every time I do open a Rift Watchers pack, I keep getting cards I haven't already got. So nothing seems to be leveling at the moment,
Yeah.
but that's because I haven't got a lot. So there's plenty of gaps to
Yeah.
fill in that. Except the only other thing with the Soul Fiends, because you don't need more than one BCX for a Soul Fiend. It's usually just a filler on the end or something like that. So
You don't, but
I've
they
kept
do get pretty good, later on.
at max and at
Mm.
diamond, but at gold, there's no real benefit to combining the soul fiends. So
Yeah, I
when I
agree.
get a soul fiend, I just leave a single BCX across all of my accounts. So yeah,
But what I'm saying is, with the change up to come, you might
yeah.
want to combine those cards to the highest level and leave on your main, right?
So explain that because I think I might still be missing something with this.
So pretty much there's just going to be no level caps on cards for whatever league you decide to play in. That is it.
So I'm not going to get a penalty for having a bronze level card on a gold account.
I don't think so. The only penalty is you'll probably get your ass kicked by someone who has a higher level. Yeah, that's it. I think it's just the ass kicking by others
Yeah.
is the penalty.
I'm not sure when you're talking about penalty though, Bob. I think the problem is there's different ways of talking about penalty. Like, will it perform worse, or will it make fewer reward points at the end?
Fewer reward
So I
points is what I'm talking about.
expect the reward points will be affected.
Mm.
So I'd say if you've got a lower level card in a higher league, you're going to make fewer reward points than you would if you'd had a higher level card for that league, right? But you'll still be able to compete there. You won't hit that ceiling and have to, so it'll be no, it's the other way around. So you can play over the current league cap so you can bring like Gio was saying, you bring a level 10 common summoner and a whole lot of level 10 cards in on a bronze or silver match. The idea is that you lose very rarely, so you're going to keep winning until you climb out of there. So anyone can fight in any league, and if you deliberately lose 9 out of 10 matches, you could stay really low and beat that 1 in 10 like really, really hard. Really teach him a lesson. Just wait for that one guy and just keep losing until he arrives. But I expect that you'll still have the penalty for the reward points penalty where you're getting fewer, but it will still be worthwhile. I'm sure Matt's worked out the maths. So it's still worthwhile competing in the higher level. It's because it's so much based on your actual league rating, right? The higher you can get that, the better, and you won't be better off winning lower.
Yeah.
You'd be better off winning higher.
But Matt also said on the last town hall that the SPS staking requirements are going to stay the same. So I guess now if you are playing in, if your skill level and the cards you got is good enough to get you into champion, but the cards are all low level, then with that, the reward penalty combined with the SPS staking requirement, you're not going to be getting a lot of rewards in champion, really, are you? Yeah. So I don't think this change is going to affect the way that I play then. Because I keep my, like, if a card, when it shows you, actually, it's probably easier. Let's show you.
Yeah, so so the only thing that would happen to you is you might find that you win less. That's all.
Yeah. So, for example, in Gold League here, if I've got a level 3 epic, then it goes to my silver account, and I won't move it into my gold account until it is level 5.
Yeah.
Actually, no, full earning requirements only needs to be level 3.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the point though is at the moment, Bob, you're talking about maxing your cards to gold level, right? That's where you want to compete. That's where you want to you want to be competitive in gold.
Yes.
Now, say there's a card that would be at the moment, you say, well, look, I've actually got quite a few extra of these. If I bought another 10 BCX, that would get him up to the next level, currently unplayable in gold, but then he gets an ability I really like. And this is a card I use all the time. And he's going to get an ability that I really like. I'd love to give it to him, but I don't want to upgrade everything from gold to diamond. That's like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
And at the moment, there's no point in buying this extra 10 BCX, right? There's no point, because whereas after this change, you'll have the exact same cards and you'll still be sort of playing maybe around that same area, but you'll be able to play him at the higher level, right? You'll be able to. It's worthwhile you buying that 10 BCX because it's a card you play all the time. You know a lot of good rule sets to use him in. You find a lot of good synchronicity with other cards. So you're going to buy that 10 BCX, because why wouldn't you, right? And then you're going to add it and all of that. And then whereas somebody like yourself might have gone, I'm a gold player, this edition came out, the next edition's not for another 6 months. I can work on Soulbound rewards cards, but I've kind of got all those to go. I could maybe look back, and maybe if I wanted to play wild, I could buy some dice cards up to that level, or orbs. I'm fine. I'm competitive and I'm good, right? So, and it's a reason for you to stop spending at that point, or start saving up for the next edition. Whereas now it's like, well, look, I got a few dollars. This is only going to cost me $5 to buy this 10 BCX, and then it's going to transform my game indefinitely. Because every time I use this guy, I really wish he was just at that highest level where he gets thorns.
Yeah.
And I know 10 matches where if he just had thorns, I would have improved, right? And so then you're like, well, I'll just crack the wallet then, and I'll get him to a higher level than he previously would have been able to play in gold. And that's what Gio's talking about with all these Chaos Legion cards leaving, right?
Yeah.
There's 10,000 guys all going, oh, the next level, I only need to go just a little bit further and I'll get this card to the next level. You get enough guys doing that across enough cards, and before you know it, liquidity goes up, which is what we're seeing now.
Right. So it'd be like a card you've currently got that doesn't have immunity, actually getting immunity for it.
You went there. I was going to use the example. I was like, no, I'm not going to bang on Quora anymore. You have to go there, Bob.
Cards are still limited by the summoner, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Summoner caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right.
But that's the cool thing, right? So all the cards that we maxed out for diamond, and then now you're back in gold, you're like, oh, well, what was the point of we brought this up before, remember?
Yes.
Like we bought for, like, maxed it out, and now it's like, okay, no point really. The only point that we have is just versing each other in, like, on this show. But now it's actually going to serve a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, in ranked.
Personally, I'm delighted, right? Because what's been happening for me for a long time now is I'll get high diamond. I'm not playing much that season. I'll get high diamond. Then I get reset back to high gold. But then it takes me a while to, this guy doesn't have thorns. This guy doesn't have whatever. And so I'll often lose a few, and then I'll get stuck in gold for the first week of the season, and then finally fight my way back out again. And I'm playing against guys whose cards are at the same level as mine, limited by Gold League, right?
Yeah.
And so I've got to adapt to the new paradigm, even though my deck's worth 3 times what theirs is, right? Probably more. They're playing with a far less costly deck, but because they're not struggling with adjusting and adapting, and because my cards are cut off at the knees because of the league cap, So it takes me a long time to then fight my way back out of gold and then get back into diamond. And normally when I hit diamond, I'm in diamond 1 by the end of the day, right? It's not that
Yeah.
difficult. It's just me getting my head around gold. Now, my card will fight the same every time. As long as it's the same summer to bringing him in. Doesn't matter if I've totally screwed up and maybe I played drunk a few days and ended up in silver 1. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My Serpentine soldier still has thorns. Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Exactly.
so that way, I don't have to. What league am I in right now? Yeah, so I really like this personally, but also I think it's good for the game. Anytime we can simplify things.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, we just need to do this and this and this, and it's like, well, that's great for you and everyone else in Discord, right? Who already thoroughly understand the game, and then you're going to have a big, long, hour-long discussion about the tokenomics on YouTube. That's great, but if it's adding extra layers of complexity to that 12-year-old who just wants to play a trading card game, and now he's got to learn 3 more things before he can get in, you got to realize you're pulling the ladder up after yourself. So this is good, simplified. I like it.
Yeah. So I do need to spend a little bit because I got all the core summoners, the core summoners are all
Where's your
maxed.
llama book?
Where's what?
I can't see your llama. Can you scroll?
Now that's because I've only got Chaos Legion. Llama is untamed.
Ah, right. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I need Astral Entity, Immortalis. Oh, he's on the land, so this is the Immortalis I'm actually playing with. Lily, Possibilis. My gold quicks is on the land, some regular quicks. So yeah, there's not a lot of cards I need then. Although the ones I do need are probably the expensive ones. Let's have a look. So I need 5 of each. So okay, so $40 pretty much for Astral. Immortalis. Whoa, he's still expensive.
Oh yeah.
$11 a BCX, so that's going to be $50 for him.
He's so good though. Immortalis is so good.
Yeah. Lily, I bet Lily's a little bit cheaper. No.
And after this, have a look at the actual the market on for those cards you're looking at, and just have a look at the supply as well. Like there's a lot less than what there used to be, right? I remember seeing thousands of cards, for particular cards, but yeah, not anymore.
So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. There's only 13 single BCX Immortalis
Yeah.
at $11, and then it jumps to $120. So
Yeah.
Just
And
I
there's
know
so
they're
much capacity there. Now that the liquidity shrunk, there's a lot more capacity for some guy somewhere to look at it and go, I really like him. I can get it by 50 of them and sit on them for 3 years. Right?
yeah,
And then boom. And suddenly it's completely unavailable. And you're looking at that and going, oh, $40 to get AE maxed. Yeah, maybe. And then you turn around 2 days later and now it's $400 to get AE maxed.
yeah.
And
And you're
that's
right.
when you know
It'd just be, you think there's plenty of room, but yeah, just one person can just snap them all up. And yeah, you're right.
And that's the green shoots, right? The green shoots
Yeah.
of the bull run. This is how it looks. Where that card you were thinking about going hard on, yeah, not sure, and then you turn around and it's just a completely unavailable. It's just ludicrous because somebody else had the same idea as you. Now is the time to have the idea. Now is the time to not even just not even pay through the nose for packs. Go and buy Chaos Legion for cards. Go and buy Chaos Legion packs.
Yeah.
That would be that's a no-brainer at this point, I think.
And
Yeah.
Chaos
also,
Legion $100.50s just seems like a ridiculous bargain.
yeah. And we also have the card burning event that will be coming up, and then Land 2.0 or whenever down the future, we're gonna have unlimited land card staking. So I wonder what that does to card liquidity.
Yeah. So 2.74 Hive for a Chaos Legion pack.
How is Hive doing? I think it was like 34 cents last I saw.
32, I think. Hive.
Okay.
So look. $32.6 at the moment for Hive.
Mm. And then we've got Aggie's side of things, right? Mooncarts, killer whales. There's lots going on over there, and that's all driving attention towards the ecosystem.
Yeah.
To Hive and gaming on Hive. The guys in Sucre in Venezuela are still going strong. I often see their posts, and they'll get a $10, $15 post, which means sort of, I guess, a $7 or $8 payout, which is that's good, right?
That's big money, good money for them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but it's not just that they're spending it, right? They're going to the markets, they're spending it. That guy at the market is starting to amass some, and then he's like, well, do I want to move it to an exchange, or do I want to see if some of my staff want to be paid in HBD? So there's a lot of scope there for this to really continue to grow and expand, and we get a bull run, and some of these posts are starting to make a lot more money, right? Because Hive is worth substantially more. I think what we'll find is the whales who are upvoting these posts are going to shrink their total upvote, but they're also going to be seeking out more voices in Venezuela, right? That's the way I'll be doing things. So I'll be looking at, okay, who are you following? Who are your friends that have started a blog? Okay, I'm going to do, and now instead of a dozen guys making $7 a post, there'll be 100 guys making $7 a post, right?
Yeah.
That's so many more spokesmen for HBD. And that's where the economy really starts to boom. That's where the retailer who sells mouse pads and jackets or whatever else, and he's sick of people saying, do you accept HBD? What's HBD? I'm sick of hearing about it. I see there's a sticker over in that window and a sticker over in that window, and gee, am I missing out here, right?
Yeah.
Wheels start turning. Here we go. So now he accepts HBD. Now everybody around says, oh, wow, they even accept it over here. This is actually starting to move, and there's no competition. There's nobody. There's no other alternatives there. The Bolivar is useless. Sorry.
I just said untapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So untapped potential on HBD being used in Sucre, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm sure other places as well. There's a couple of different spots that are, but Sucre is the big one that I know of. But how do you lose when your only competitor is absolutely terrible? Right? The Bolivar is terrible. It's horrible. And so, yeah, that's what I'm really excited about for this bull run. I know a lot of people are like, oh, number go up. And I'm thinking, yeah, the number of businesses and individuals accepting HBD in Venezuela go up, because that's the point at which we become unstoppable. Because, yeah, okay, Bitcoin's there, but as far as actually being used as money and not just a speculative instrument by a handful of random wealthy people around the world, this is actual real-time, boots on the ground, replacing money. And there's no way, short of cutting off the entire internet to that area, that you're going to be able to stop it once it starts. So you can't stop the use of it, and you can't stop the technical end of it, because we've got witnesses everywhere. There's all sorts of layers of protections to keep the Hive blockchain up and running. So you can't attack it at that end, and you can't attack it at the people end. It's decentralized at both ends. That's when we win, right? That's the beginning of the end for the nation state. And I mean that in all honesty, and I can't believe that I get to say that.
Yeah.
There are generations of people going back years and years and years that sat there. Somebody like Ayn Rand sat there, saw it all, and could do nothing about it. And they knew that they would live and die under the thumb. No hope for their kids, maybe their grandkids, maybe one day.
Yeah.
Right? I can't believe that we get to be here in this moment, that all those people who worked harder at that, far harder at that than I ever have or ever will, Murray Rothbard, who's written all these books and the like, Milton Friedman, all of these guys who lived their life under the thumb, and now we get to say the end is nigh. This is coming to an end. This is coming to a close. There's going to be a lot of fireworks and a lot of drama, but I can look forward to a future where my children are free.
Yeah.
And that is such a decadent luxury to be able to say that.
While I'm roaming around here in Mexico, I've dropped a couple of messages into Hive Mexico on Discord, but no one's actually gotten back to me. What I need to get myself a Hive t-shirt to be
Yes.
walking around. Eco Instant gave me a Hive, you know, those like rubber wristband things, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm not really into, well, I don't like anything. So where can I get myself a Hive t-shirt? Anyone watching, where can I get a Hive t-shirt? I want to walk around Guadalajara, Mexico with a Hive t-shirt. Because Kurt took me to this place he knows. It's in downtown Guadalajara, and it's actually, you go to the door, and it's a button that you press you got to say the password to get in type thing. It's called Hackers Garage. And it's all computer enthusiasts, coders, people working on dApps and stuff. But they have like Bitcoin seminars. A friend of Kurt's, Chris, I can't remember Chris's name. Chris has been around since day dot. He's a Bitcoin maximalist. He's got a lot of videos on YouTube. So they have like Bitcoin crypto onboarding. So it's a great workspace. So he's introduced me. I know the people there now. So I've got a great workspace to do a Hive onboarding indoors type event. So yeah, I want a Hive t-shirt. Where can I get a Hive t-shirt to walk around in?
I'm sure someone will direct you
Yeah,
the right
yeah,
way. And
yeah.
another thing about, sorry, man.
No, I finished. Yeah, I need
All
a
right,
Hive
yeah,
T-shirt.
cool.
Yeah.
This is HBDs. This is
With
sort of the same
Cora on the back. Whoops.
thing. And underneath that, where's your level 3? Matt.
Immunity, safe and effective.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, like, the only reason why the money we use is more so accepted is because everybody uses it. So if you can start that effect, that snowball effect with a community and then grow into a country level, nation, whatever, the more people trust it. And then it becomes more stable because of that. You know, there's more trust, more people like, yeah, I don't mind leaving my $100,000 in HBD here, right? I don't mind that because there's a lot of people, there's an economy on top of that or over it, however you want to look at it.
Well, even on that figure, because with my super coming up in 18 months or so, I've been thinking of stuff. If you dropped $100,000 into HBD, that's $20,000 a year in interest. 20,000 a year interest.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just take, especially in Mexico, I could take 10,000 of that, and you know, maybe not live on 10,000 a year, but it means I need to work a lot less. And then the other 10,000 just keep compounding.
100%.
Yeah. Who needs banks?
We don't.
And
that's
on
why
that,
HBD is so nice, you know?
Almost a month later, still nothing from crypto.com for that Visa transaction. Like, seriously, like I need to find someone that's got like 1 million viewers or something, get on their show and really slam crypto.com in the crypto space.
Yeah, hit them where it hurts.
Yeah.
One thing I think, you know, as you're talking about, the idea of more people using it and the network effect, and we all see the negatives of the network effect with something like Facebook, where everybody's sick of Facebook, they're sick of the ads, they're sick of the manipulation, but they don't want to leave because everyone else is on it. But all of their friends who are on it also want to leave. But there's no announcement, there's no big announcement from some overarching authority figure who says, okay, here's the new social media site, everybody leave Facebook and go over there. And so because there's nobody in control of it, that network effect is trapping everybody, and I'm sure Zuckerberg understands this better than we do. But that's the downside, I guess, of the network effect, is that it can be manipulated. And once you've got those people corralled, then it's got its own gravity, right? Each ecosystem has its own gravity, and you can push people really hard, and they're going to float back because of the gravity. You can really push them. Whereas other people that don't have that, they just the slightest nudge, and that person just goes off into orbit forever. There's no gravity to it. And so I think what's really interesting too is that as this happens in Venezuela, what will happen is, just like mining was easy for Bitcoin on your laptop early on, right? And then on Hive or on Steam, early days of Steam, you could mine it fairly readily just by writing posts. Well, it's the same thing in Venezuela at the moment. At the moment, there are whales looking for Venezuelans who are posting interesting things to the chain so they can upload them. But as the network effect kicks in, what's going to happen is your quality of your posts is going to have to increase, and your quality of your engagement with your readers is going to have to increase, because there's a finite amount of money chasing Venezuelan authors. And as we jump from 10 consistent authors to 100 consistent authors, there's still going to be the same amount of money. And if you want to chase that, then you're going to have to do good. Now, obviously, if the price goes up at the same time, that's going to help a lot. But if the price stays the same, but more and more people start using it and start chasing those same dollars, then the quality is going to have to increase, right? And so this is when you are rewarded. I know you're saying it's more stable over time, and as more people use it, it becomes more reliable. And I get that there's some doubt, but I was crazy to buy like $1,000 worth of like brand new internet money, right? When Bitcoin first came out. If I'd have polled 1,000 friends, 1,000 would have said, "No, don't be ridiculous. Don't do that." Right?
Yeah.
Because back then it was a ridiculously crazy, new, untested, untried, and so with that risk comes the reward. And likewise, those people in Venezuela now who are going, "I'm going to go to this store and I'm going to talk them into taking HBD, and I'm going to make a post about it, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make a post." All those people who are devoting their time and energy and attention to HBD now, or to Hive now, they're the ones who will be in a position, they'll have established a following, and as things move up, they'll be the ones who attract a lot of those early uploads. But they're going to need to maintain the quality as more and more people come on board. And eventually we might find that there's only a handful of really popular Venezuelan bloggers who are actually earning HBD.
Yeah.
But you don't need to earn it like that. You can earn it by working your job at the shop.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, a social posty thing. Like, if you want to just like put your money into a savings, then there's an option, a better one.
Yeah. And it won't be long before employees are starting to say to their boss, "Hey, look, I know you really enjoy paying me in bolivars, but hey, do you think maybe you could pay me in HBD instead?" And then a boss will look at that and go, "Well, look, I'm going to want somebody next year. I can get a discount on their labor by buying HBD and holding it, right? Because I'm actually earning money on that. Instead of I have to make the money just before I give it to the staffer because it's going to be worth less by the time it goes from me to them. Instead, you get that long drawn out, okay, I'm going to amass as much of this as I can because I'm going to need it next year. My staff are all going to want to be paid in this next year. If I've got $1 million wages bill, there's a lot of staff, might be a big warehouse or something like that, I got $1 million wages bill. If I stack 1 million HBD now, right, well, I'm getting a massive discount. Because by the time next year rolls around, that's 1.2 million now.
Yeah.
And I can even see guys in the middleman, maybe don't even own the business, but he's in charge of payroll.
Yeah.
Right? What are you going to do? Let's just do this, right? I'm not saying he's going to pocket the difference, but I mean, it makes sense. So there's all sorts of stuff that can go on and will go on. I'm really positive about it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's more of a hope than we've ever had in this day and age, right? So yeah, no, it's good.
And in Colombia, Alex took me to this coffee shop / community hub place there, and one of the guys there on the staff, or a couple of the staff, but one particular guy I was talking to, he attended one of Alex's Hive training seminars and got onto Hive. So he's sort of learning a bit of English. So Alex is like, you guys just sit here and talk for a while. He can practice his English, you can practice your Spanish. And he comes back 15 minutes later and I've already got him on Splinterlands. So yeah, he's on Splinterlands. And then when I went back that night, I sent him, I can't remember which summoner. I sent him a Chaos Legion, 1 BCX summoner and a Chaos Legion pack. And so then Alex sent him an Archimus the Bear.
Nice.
And he's posting like something almost every day on Hive. So it's so easy to do once you get one.
What's his account name?
Yeah,
Uh,
you should link it.
Simon Rojas. Let me find it.
Good job, Bob. 15 minutes later, he's on talking about the deep end here, man. Oh man. That's
No,
good.
I got the spelling wrong. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a number or something in it as well. But I'll find him. I'll drop the link into Discord and I'll pop it into the blog section below as well. Yeah, but it's Simon Rojas, but I think it's got a couple of numbers after it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm keen to get something happening here in Guadalajara. I move tomorrow. So this Airbnb I'm in at the moment, I've been in for a week, and I'm moving to a place tomorrow that I've taken out for a month. So that'll give me a little bit of stability. But it's with the Airbnb, like it's hard to find something off Airbnb because everyone on Airbnb is on Airbnb. It's their thing. So, but 1 month in a new place, that gives me a little bit of stability while I try and find something like, private month by month rental basis. So, but still I'm around the main center of Guadalajara. So yeah, I definitely want to get something happening with Hive. I think it's easier to sell the concept of Hive, because cryptocurrency is becoming a buzzword again, and whatever. We start talking about NFTs and whatever, people don't know what it is. And then once they're on Hive, it's like, hey, look, you've already got an account in Hive. Here's something else you can do on Hive, and this and this and this and this. But once they're on Hives, I think it's a lot easier to get someone onto Splinterlands once they're on Hive than to try and just get them into Splinterlands from out of nowhere. Yeah.
You're a Hive missionary, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I'm excited about things like moon carts, right? Because now there's another thing. Like Holozing is another thing, right? And so that's the network effect, but for applications. So now you've got the one sign in. I mean, there's a guy who can be signing me up to his video game right now, and I don't even know it because he's putting it on Hive, which means I already have a username and login.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. And the more that happens, the more appealing that is. Again, you look at something like Steam, STEAM on PCs. That's the one-stop shop, the go-to. That's where all the games go, and that's where all the users go because that's where all they go. That's where they all go. So, if we can become the Steam of Web3, that's winning. That's what winning looks like.
Big win.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into battling, I reckon we'll
Yeah.
move towards there. Just have a look at the Chaos Legion card mark if you haven't already. Pull it up and just have a look. It's still blowing my mind how there's a lot of cards and you can't even max them out, or there's only like a few copies that you can get.
Yeah. I did pull that up earlier, but let's
Oh,
bring
did
it up
you?
again.
My bad.
It was very, very, very briefly when we're doing something, but I brought the market up. So items.
All right, I've just grabbed DAX Paragon, caught my eye. And if we say 26 cents a BCX, it jumps up to 30 within 70 BCX. It goes up to 30, then 32, 34, 38, 41 within. There's a lot of singles there. I'd say within 100 BCX, it doubles in price. DAX Paragon.
Right. Actually, Gio, do you want to share your screen because you know exactly what you're looking for?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Sure. Control Shift B.
So he's 46 BCX to max. So two people max a DAX Paragon, and his price will double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand that within those numbers that we're seeing on the screen, there's cards in there that are already maxed. I get that, but for the single, standalone cards, there's not really that many, man. There's not that many at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was when we were talking about Astral Entity. That's when I brought the market up, but only for Astral Entity. Yeah. Okay.
Look at that, like Hardy Stonefish. I remember this was in the thousands. Dude, there's only not there's not even that there's only 2 max copies that people are selling. The rest, like, not.
And how much was that for Maxed?
Uh
Five
I don't
bucks.
remember.
$5.
I'm pretty
It's
sure it used to be cheaper too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's always been this price. I have no idea. But the point is, we're talking about liquidity here, not so much price, right?
yeah.
But yeah, there's not that much. There's, this is good, man. This is just like, this is why people are more so hyped now. They're like, whoa, okay, this is just a word of mouth thing, and all these people in the community, Splinterlands, have just jumped on this and have bought up more. You know,
Bring up Possibilis, second from the bottom. Yeah.
4 max copies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest are singles, oh, okay. There's 5. Right, wait. I have to go.
Big price difference though. Yeah.
Is it price or BCX? I don't know. Whatever. It's not. It's not making a difference for some reason. Oh, it's just slow. My bad.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah. That's all there is. So 11. Yeah, around that 11 mark. I mean, it is cheaper to buy max levels, right? Because of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, but most people probably, the ones who've already maxed out for their league, it makes no sense for them to buy a max copy, yeah, unless the price makes sense. But like, if
Well,
you get
except
like gold level,
now with these changes, it is worth it, especially with the
yeah,
summoners.
yeah, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but what I mean is like the more single the more that the singles go out, like are bought up, then what other options do you have, right? Like
Exactly.
you gotta spend more upfront to get these, you know?
And we have a
Then you go
caller.
with packs,
We
right?
have a caller on the wild line.
No way. Seth! I haven't spoken to him in ages.
Yeah.
You come to battle.
He's still
His mic,
connecting. Yeah.
his mic is muted. He's muted his mic.
I found that guy too. Um, the one from from Colombia.
Morning, gents. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sepp. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Seth.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, been flat out as life gets, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's you all been? You've been good?
Yeah. It's as you probably know, I'm in Guadalajara, Mexico at the moment. We're just talking about the rapidly disappearing Chaos Legion cards on the market with the new changes. We're just having a look at some of those.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
how are your thoughts on it? Or what are you up to? Like, what have you been up to, man? We haven't spoken in a while. In a little bit.
Just doing what I do. That's it. Just one day at a time.
That's it. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, no,
I saw your mining video. I mean, you got you got a lot of miners spun up.
I don't have nearly enough. I should have been in a better situation due to life factors and other things. It set me behind the 8 ball, and I had to liquidate some assets and other things. So I had to try to get what my goals were coming to the next bull run. I had to try to get to them goals quicker. So I had to do what I had to do, but it's all good. I can slowly rebuild now. I'm in a better situation, but not in an ideal one. Technically, I want to double the amount I've got, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If everything was ideal, we wouldn't be working towards anything. So there's that.
True. Then you don't have golds anymore, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so my thoughts on that, it's like it says what they got in the burn vent coming up soon, so that will decrease the population of the cards. And then the same as as an example there, then as the bull run kicks off, we're going to have more of a player base, especially once the monetization and the new rank play is finished off. So that's going to help things kick along a bit more, if you get what I mean. But Yeah, that's the general thoughts on it. Like, I like a low price card, so I think low price cards are good for people coming in. You know, maybe just have a couple that are a lot more, and the other ones when it's lower, it's more easier for people to start and get hooked and then slowly get increased. Where if the lower cost's not there in the bull run and the other, it's going to have the same situation where it's going to be hard for new members to come in.
Yeah,
You
you have a
know?
point. You have a point.
Yeah. But maybe that's why they've got packs for sale for the whole year period.
There you go. Rebellion's pretty solid. The win rates. Yeah, the win rates and all that really good, you know? So
I
for
got to
the
be honest,
Rebellion.
I've been eyeing Lurking Puffer. I think I want a max Lurking Puffer. For a
It's
2-mana card, it is just like, because I maxed, I got Ava the Undaunted max the other day in Earth, and she's got weapons training. So I'm looking around thinking, what do I really have that's non-attack? I'm having a look at the Rebellion cards, and this Lurking Puffer for 2 mana is just insane. Corrosive Ward, Silence, and Poison. If he's actually got weapons training, right, he can sit up the back with 9 armor. All them sneak bastards come and hit 9 health. Sorry, all of those sneak bastards come and hit him, and they take damage from hitting him. It's kind of like thorns, but they're wrecking their armor. But he's also doing poison damage, silencing, and he's only 2 mana. Like, what a great little thing a great little dude to just pop right up the back as a bit of sneak insurance.
Lurking Puffer.
Lurking Puffer, yeah.
What's he look like? So everyone can see what we're talking about.
He looks like
mushroom spores.
Yeah, he looks like a plume, like a mushroom.
Yeah.
Well, share your screen again, Gio, but close some of those other tabs you had open.
Yeah, sure, man. I don't have many now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Rebellion. Core. It's green, isn't it? Lurking Puffer.
Yeah. I just keep thinking of like reasons why you would use it, right? Like different opportunities and options where it's like, would this be a really cool addition to, this lineup or this lineup? And it just, I don't know. I'm really, I've ignored Rebellion, and now I'm just looking at this one card and going, I think I might have to move on you.
Yeah, well, here it is. It's insane.
You want to share your screen, Gio?
Oh, I thought I was.
No,
Right.
hold up. So how's everyone's strategy moving into Rebellion? Are you just going to wait and buy cards, or are you just going to move in quicker?
I think I'm going to just buy cards. I'm not buying packs.
Yeah, just
I'm just buying
what you want.
Yeah, I'm just buying packs, just like 5 packs every fortnight. That's it. For now. How about you, Bob?
No, I've only got one Rebellion card, and that was that Goldfoil Summoner that I bought on the show. That's Life and Earth. Pris something or other. Three mana summon that lets you bring 2 elements in.
I think it's Plunder. Plunder.
That's the one. Yes, that is the one. So that's the only card that I have, and that's on my silver account at the moment because it's only level 3 or something, I think.
Yeah, it's a good defense card, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd come in handy, that card you're showing us there. Yeah.
Well, all the level 2s are decent, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, check it, man. Like level 2. Like, come on. Like, you want more.
Look at the speed on him.
Yeah. And it's got dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It has
Backfire.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 6 speed.
He's got blast, but he doesn't have an attack. What's the point of that?
Weapons training.
Yeah.
So that's only going to be a benefit with weapons training then.
Yeah.
Where's the next one? What is it? Oh, okay. I know why. Where's another level 2 here? I don't know. I've never really seen this one. Full glory.
You mean 2 mana?
2 mana, yeah. Oh, okay. That's pretty decent too.
And again,
yeah,
he's got true shot, but
two,
no attack.
Some 2.
Again,
good 2-level tanks. Yeah.
But it's 2 mana, man. Like, you can't expect that much from it, but it's over delivering with the abilities, with the hit points, you know?
I mean, obviously, return fire and triage, they're good on a no attack card. But yeah, again, giving it true shot and when it doesn't actually attack, it's only going to work with weapons training. Yeah.
Yeah. All the level 2s in. Why does it keep? Yeah, all the level 2s, I think, don't have attack. Yeah, they don't.
The 2 mana cards. Yeah.
And it seems they all have an ability that would, one ability that you need to attack to, dispel. You need to attack in order to impose dispel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good that's a good pattern, I think, to recognise. And I'm just looking at that
they're
thinking
fun.
there's so many different possibilities there for, especially like, those big ones like silence or dodge. I mean, that applies to the whole team, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other same with the other 2 cards. The first 2 abilities there, like except okay, return fire. It's only if he gets attacked. But yeah, again,
Which
here
is
we go.
quite
We got
insane.
stun, requires attack, but it gives it gives magic reflect for its defense, and it gives slow for the whole team. Yeah.
Pretty insane. If you ask me.
Yeah, definitely a pattern there. All right, well, Seb, do you want to have a battle then while we've got you? Is you in a position
sounds
to?
good. Yeah,
Right.
I'm in a position to have a battle. That's what I thought. But
Right.
we'll have one.
Before we do
2.
that, here's
Yeah.
that account, Matt, that I was talking about before. The guy from Lebanon in Colombia. So
Yep.
Simon Rojas 1105.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get to my other account. Zoom's took over the whole. I'm trying to minimize Zoom. My bad.
Yeah.
I never usually use Zoom.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go. Oh, you did it for me. Yeah, it took
it's
over my whole screen.
it's the lesser of 2 evils with Zoom. So yeah. All right. So
I'll drop my username in your Discord.
who are you sending the challenge to?
Whoever wants to challenge.
Send it to Geo. We want to see Geo lose.
Oh well, that's for you guys if you want to battle me. I've got Geo's in my in the battle, so I'll be able to get his up. Where you 2 guys, I don't have a username in.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Geo, you want to battle Sep?
You want to send to Pufe though?
Yeah, I just sent it to him. I sent I've already, like says, I've got his battle details saved in because we battle.
Geo, you
sometimes.
muted.
Am I?
Yeah. Okay. Now we can hear.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I accepted.
You accepted?
Yes,
Okay.
I have. 19 mana, nothing. True strike, I think it is, or aim true. My bad. Well, that's
And it's funny because when you muted, I can see your red light on your headset, and mine still doesn't work. Every time I see your light, I go, mine still doesn't work. My little red mute light.
Sorry about the reminder. All right. Oh no, there's no okay, no gladiators. Okay. This is interesting. I was looking, I was like, where's the gladiators?
Look at the look of concentration on Seth's face. Look at it.
Okay.
It's a little tricky.
Okay, I submitted. You can share if you want to when you submitted.
When I submit, yeah.
You got a new guild, Sep, or have you just changed the name? And I saw
Oh,
you the other day.
we just did an update. You guys have went to a new guild day, didn't you?
Yeah, we've. Do you remember George, who came on the show and talked about law?
Maybe. I've got a bad memory sometimes. I probably would have watched it.
He's from Greece. He invited
Oh,
us
cool.
into his guild at the time, but there was like only one spot. And yeah, it's like Geo's like saying, "Oh, we're a package when we go to a guild." So
You got to pick both of us.
yeah, so
I
yeah,
don't know.
How's it working out? Is it good?
we just recently gone to tier 4, and
Nice.
oh man, it's tough. Tier 4 is tough. But
Yeah,
our
I bet it
first
would
one,
be.
we started on the first one. We were last, but the last one I think we were third from the bottom. So we're getting there. But the SPS, it's to come third from the bottom. You're getting more SPS than you get for first in tier 3. So before it was all about the merits for Gladiator packs, but now with what's going on, it's like the SPS is now more important than the merits. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, look, this is a low mana. It's gonna be a war of whoever's doing more damage and whoever like you're healing a lot.
Speed.
So
Speed
Yeah.
is really important. With
You're hitting a lot though too, so you're hitting
you know,
hard.
I'm just gonna play it. We don't have a lot of time. We've got 4 minutes, so
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
just.
I think Geo's got this one.
I don't know because like he's doing 3 damage, man. That's brutal. Look at that.
Obsidian's just giving you too much magic damage, though, right? And you got the 2 guys up the back with camouflage that aren't getting hit, and enough
Yeah.
cannon fodder in the front to protect yourself from that. So
Yeah. He's got his back and front all covered. Nah, good.
when
That
did you
was
get
that
a
was good.
when did you get a Dr. Blight, Seb?
Oh, no, so I hire. I told you that before. Remember?
Rented.
Okay.
Yeah, Renton.
Yeah.
All right.
I had the
there is.
username, I had the usernames the wrong way. Sorry, I was looking. I thought the top was you, Geo.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well done,
Yeah.
Seb.
So we've got 4 minutes left. I'd like to see Sep beat Geo again.
Yeah.
Geo again. I was meant to come on to battle you. I battle Geo all the time.
Okay,
We always
okay.
have wars.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll send you one then. So
Righto.
is it Drop Bear Jim?
Yeah, I just dropped it in the Discord so you can copy it.
Terrific.
Lowercase
Okay.
makes it easier for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think like we usually have battles once a month or something, me and Geo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little while actually.
Yeah.
All right.
I had some issues with my computer and I got hacked with a project I was working on. And when I was working projects, they stole all the liquidity. So it put me way back. I won't get into it too much, it's a bit of negative, but it is what it is. So I had to redo all my computers and it took a long time to redo them and do different networks and things. But yeah. It's a pain in the
So the
butt.
challenge is sent.
Okay. There we go. We're playing in gold, are we?
Diamond. Did you want gold?
Diamond. No, I think it's for the diamond. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you're in gold. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silent Summoners, Opportunity, Thorns, 35 mana. Silent Summoners is because I focused like so much on my summoners. Silent Summoners has become my least favorite rule set recently, I think.
Just use your PJ, Bob.
I was going to use my llama, man.
Okay, I'm going to try that. When you're ready.
So quick.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard from you in a while, Matt. What are you doing? Are you retired, or are you battling in modern, or what did you decide to do due to all your land and that? So you were busy. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to retire from battling, but I really want to max out my soulbound rewards. So I've been continuing to battle, and my alphas are just such a crucial part of like my play style that I just kind of haven't put them on land. So I've still only around 1% got my land actually up and running, but it's the best 1% of my plots with the best totems, etc.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just
nice.
pressed play on this because we've
Yeah,
got
that's
less
fine.
than a minute on the clock. So
Lovely.
Oh man. Not Almo. Oh no, you've just buffed him. Oh no.
And the poison. Yeah, I think this is going
Dr.
to
Blight poisoned my poisoner.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, Almo wasn't getting poisoned anytime soon anyway.
at least his healer's gone. The goblin's physic is no longer there. I got two hard hitters. The misses aren't going to help.
It's game over.
Yeah.